Imagine you're going to Japan, but in the style of Pokemon. That's what Wagotabi is. Let me explain. You start the game in your room, get a crash course from your dad before traveling to Japan, get Nihongo Josu'd for it in immigration. You'll see this a lot, get used to it. And proceed to go through the prefecture of Kagawa to start your Japanese learning adventure. It's like traveling in Japan without being in Japan. Though the real thing is really nice, so I highly recommend it. Did I mention this was basically Pokemon, but for Japanese? You're an aspiring Japanese learner, and you have to go through all 47 prefectures of Japan to seek out all the Grand Masters to get their seals to prove your mastery and become a Grandmaster yourself. That's quite a bit more than 8 gyms and the Elite Four and whatever villainous organization there is at the time. But at least there's no grinding. Also, there are no Pokemon. But maybe the Pokemon are all the kanji we learn along the way, which you'll keep track of with the help of the kanji decks. It's really good at what it does too because it's immersive. The key thing a lot of language apps lack. You'll meet different people who will teach you various vocabulary and grammar and actually explain to you how they are used. For real though, this is one of the rare times I've seen a Japanese language learning app explain that EA, a word for no, is not something you use normally. It's a little confusing right now, but once you get into the game itself, you see these little explanations come up for the things that you learn, and they are extremely helpful for trying to figure out what the heck is going on. The exercises range from listening to voice clips to reading untranslated text and typing in the answer. Also, there's matching the words you just learned to a picture that shows the concept, and replying to various questions in Japanese with the Japanese you just learned, as well as a typing of the Dead style game with ninjas throwing knives at you. Okay, that last one's totally optional, but it's pretty fun. The main thing to keep in mind is that you will be forced to read text untranslated, which will actually help you get better faster. Other activities include helping people find lost items, getting people where they need to, delivering lost pets, and much more that I haven't gotten to yet, all while reading mainly in Japanese. This is the immersion bit, and this is the main reason why I think this game is a very good way to learn. The game could also be useful as a tool in several ways. It has this thing called Smart Tests, which will tailor reviews to what you've already learned, as well as give you reviews based on how far you progressed with your grammar and vocabulary that you've learned throughout your travels. It gives you an SRS-style system to keep track of your progress after each test. It also has kana, grammar, and kanji references that unlock as you make your way through the game. There's a neat way to do it because it ensures that you're not overwhelmed as you learn, and they make sure to review what you just learned in the various exercises mentioned previously. Keep in mind that it's still in beta as of this review, but so far from what I've seen, it is the best app/game you can use if you're a beginner or even someone who already knows some Japanese, but needs to brush up on vocabulary and especially grammar. If you want to participate in the beta, check the link in the description and sign up to give it yourself a try. Overall, as it is right now, even during the beta, I would highly recommend this for anyone who is starting to learn Japanese as a beginner from scratch, or if you already know Japanese so you can brush up on what you already know or may not know. In my case, I'm really bad at grammar. During the beta, make sure to click on that icon in the top left to let the devs know how you feel about certain things in the game, what could be improved, or, just give them some encouragement. That's also very welcome. I am very much looking forward to seeing the full release of the game and seeing where else they take us in our travels in Japan. If you like this review, let me know what you think of the game, and please check out the other Japanese learning tools games I have covered so far. Thank you, and see you next time.